Hi, it's Jenny Henderson from Sun Rehab, and I'm here with Clinical Director Stuart Nottingham. Stuart, in our research we know now that 70% of the UK population is a sedentary workforce.
Yes.
So that 70% of the UK population now work at their desk during the day.
Yeah.
So the 30%, the remaining 30% is an active workforce. So I guess they're on their feet during the day and working day in, day out. So what do we need to be doing for that workforce to help them in their day-to-day activity?
Okay, well, we need to be looking at the well-being agenda for the active work people. These are people who work in car factories, logistics industry, who are lifting, carrying, moving all day. And we need to consider them in a very different light to the sedentary workforce. The first thing to do is get through the message that just because you have an active job doesn't mean to say you're fit. And this is a real problem and a misconception that is prevalent in in industry. If you think you do a day-to-day job, say on a car production line, and your fitness level is going to be that, so you have the flu, or you're feeling a bit down, or the kids have kept you awake all night, your actual work potential is going to be much lower than that on that day. And then that day is unfortunately a particularly heavy day. So actually your fitness requirement for that day is somewhere up here. Now that gap in between I would call vulnerability. There's a resilience issue where people are not actually fit enough to be able to cope with when the scenarios and the dice have gone against them, and they're not feeling so good. It's a heavy work day, and that is when they're going to pick up the injuries. That's when they're going to pick up the pain and all the dysfunction and the issues that follow. So what we need to be doing is getting people to understand that they need to be doing exercise and fitness work beyond what they do at work, to actually give themselves more resilience, so their vulnerability to injury is far less.
Okay. And what type of things is that just getting them fit in the gym generally, or what type of things do you suggest that people do in order to improve that fitness?
Right. It's all about engagement. So it's irrelevant of what you do in essence. It's if you enjoy it, go and do it. As long as you start nice and slowly and build it up. For me or anybody else to go along and say, hey, you've got to do a Pilates class or go swimming, well, that's nonsense, because the chances of you engaging in that is probably negligible. But if you enjoy going and play five-side football, or you go enjoy doing whatever, well, let's start getting people moving and being happy and healthy people.
And you mentioned about the ageing workforce. So in terms of the 30% of the population who are active working, and the companies out there, I guess that ageing workforce is going to have an impact on their turnover of their staff. Absolutely. So we've got a population now that are going to have to work well into their 60s, mid-60s and beyond, to be able to claim their pension. So how do we keep the people in their late 50s, early 60s fit enough and strong enough to be productive members of society is a major issue that we need to be considering, and improving the fitness and health of the population is the way forward. Excellent, thank you so much. So that's Stuart Nottingham from Sun Rehab, helping companies to improve the well-being of their workforce and reduce absenteeism in the workplace. So if you have any questions or we can be of any further help, please do get in touch with us. You can find all the details on our website, which is sunrehab.co.uk, and we'd be delighted to speak to you and answer any questions that you have.